going on, guys? Jack here and welcome to episode 31 of the Pentagon Challenge. Wow, I almost forgot what series it was. In the previous episode we played the Champions League semi-final. If you missed that episode, be sure to go check it out. Quite a lot happened. But anyway, without further ado, today is the FA Cup final episode. This will be the first and second leg of the matches. Just a quick look over the fixtures. So as you can see, we've got to play Rizikwan home and away. Home at first, so can't really play towards away goals off the first leg, which is a little bit disappointing. Just a quick recap of the league, because I didn't really cover this, but essentially we lost our last 4 league games in a row. It didn't hurt us as we had already won the title, and we still won it fairly convincingly. And for those of you who maybe missed previous episodes and were wondering, wow, how did that happen? Well, players were away on international duty. Now, if you watched the previous episode, you'll be aware that I only thought the players were away for a week. After doing some further research and just hovering my key cursor over the international duty thing, you'll notice that they're not due back until the 30th of November. So I was kind of like, I wonder what event my players are at. So I looked at China and I looked at the under-23 squad and I looked at the fixtures and they're at the Asian Games, whatever that competition is. So basically, half of our squad is missing still, and it will be missing for the next 3 matches, which are the 2 FA Cup legs and the Champions League final. Now, because of the fact that the Champions League final is of course a huge significance game, and the fact that the FA Cup legs and the Champions League final are all played within a week, my general plan is to play this first leg of the Rizikwan game with a full strength squad, hopefully come away with a really strong result, and hopefully allow me to rest some of my key players from this squad and swap them with youth team players for the kind of second leg. Hopefully we can just see out the result over there, and it will leave us with a good full strength fully fit squad for the Champions League final. It's not going to be a full strength squad, of course, because, well, half the best players in our team are away on international duty, which is just one of those things. Kind of irritating though, it really has kind of pissed me off, the fact that I've lost half my squad to a month and a bit long international kind of competition, of which there was no real warning signs of the fact it was coming up, but also the fact that none of the results, none of the fixtures were kind of rejigged as a result of it. But anyway, enough rambling, enough raging, enough ranting. Let's get straight into this FA Cup final. First leg against Rizikwan. This is of course to keep our treble going on, as we have won the league already, and this is the first leg of the FA Cup final, so hopefully we can put in a good result here. I'm just going to go with just relax and play your natural game. The result will come. Good relaxed, I guess, response from the players. I know a relaxed means we take a loss slightly more easily. However, I think in this case, just relaxing the team is probably the best thing to do, particularly before this big game, because this is an absolutely huge game in terms of our season. I am going to put the highlights onto key if they're not on that already, simply because we've got the second leg, which I also want to do this episode, and I've had to do a lot of videos tonight as I've been playing. A lot of the fixtures that I've played tonight have had a lot of I guess they've been necessary to cover in detail, and so I've done 5 or 6 videos today alone, which has been pretty crazy, but just one of those things. But anyway, we're playing really well here. Good passing move by us. Of course, we aren't playing with our strongest squad, and we have got a corner. Ball comes in, only half cleared. Monreal's there by Z with the smash shot. Z from Beijing IT at the start of last season, and this guy knows what it means to win this tournament. He led Beijing IT as captain to this to this cup last season with me in charge, and he's done a very good role for us there, scoring the first goal for Guangzhou Hengde in this semi-final first leg. As I've said, this is really important that we get a really good result here, allowing me to rest some of my first team players in time for the Champions League first leg. But we're playing really well here. Monreal with the shot, that's going in. That is 2-0 after 6 minutes. If we can get a demolition job done here, that allows me to play a really weakened squad for the second leg, allows me to relax, and allows me to really look forward and focus on this Champions League tie we have coming up. Fantastic play by the lads though. 2 chances created, 2 goals. If we can maintain that kind of ratio, there's no reason why we can't just absolutely storm this and get 4 or 5 this leg. Anyway, Balbuena with the ball in, the former Beijing IT guy. Ball is not cleared, but Zhang Lu with a really good save. Poor miss by their player. Ball fell to his feet in the 6-yard box. Failed to convert. We rode our luck a little there, but who cares? Anyway, we're on the attack here. Zhumin down the right-hand side, inside to Wang Tong. Plenty of space there for Gao Lin to run into. Nods it down to Zhumin. Turn of pace. Monrio's there. Hits the post. Gets the rebound. 3-0. Yes, boys. This was not a good situation to come into, but we are looking absolutely superb this leg so far. 3-0 up already at home. This is doing wonders for the goal difference and will certainly help us come the second leg. Long with the ball into the box. Lee hits the post. Rebound only cleared away so far as a corner. Knocking on the door of 4-0 after the first half. And Tong comes in and ball is blasted over. Was that a clearance by that player? I believe it was, as we now have another corner. Ball comes in. Not cleared fully. And now Hao will be able to just put his foot through it and clear it right into our half. Looking absolutely fantastic so far this half though. Good team performance so far. Ling is slightly injured, but we are playing absolutely insanely at the moment. I am going to sub Le Peng off, you know. Might as well rest him while we can, especially seeing as there's no need with us being 3-0 up for us to, I guess, risk injury. We just need to keep pushing on here, keep the pressure up, I suppose, on them. And Monrio with the ball, interceptor from the kickoff. Nothing coming of it though, and Zhen Long taking a hit. Let's get him quick subbed off. No point in, I guess, leaving players out to potentially get injured when we can just take them off. I haven't got a left winger on the bench, so I'm just going to put a striker on there. Shouldn't make too big a difference. Obviously, with our somewhat depleted squad as a result of, I guess, all the tournaments going on and the low condition of our players, it's important that we kind of rotate our squad as best possible. Anyway, they look like they're on the attack here. We need to defend this well. Look like we can get it on the counter, and Conker wins the ball. Got to look upfield now. Bowen to Tong, and we are now outnumbering them in the centre as Deng Lu runs at the defence. Gao Ling into Monrio. Can he bury this? Yes, he can. 4-0 after 60 minutes. Absolutely fantastic stuff, and we've already got one hand on this trophy, you feel. Really good play by the lads. This has been a really convincing performance. We've had 4 shots on goal on target and they've all gone in. 8 off target, but just one of those things where they've probably been saved. Going to make another sub here because we've got another player injured, which is terrible stuff. It's our 3rd player injured this game. Far less than ideal, but just one of those things we're going to have to deal with our players' low conditions. Hopefully they won't miss the Champions League final as a result of these injuries. But it looks like we're going to take a 4-0 lead into this second leg, so I will have a chance to rest some of our key players. Good performance by the lads in all. Really looking in control of this game in terms of bossing the midfield, getting the passes around. Yeah, and really good play by the whole team. Anyway, looks like they're on the attack here. Are they going to get the ball into the box? Let's just defend this last play, guys, and get the win. That should do it now. 8 seconds left, ticking away. Just get the ball out now, lads. There's no point in playing it around in triangles, and we will take that result. So anyway, guys, I don't want to make this episode drag on too long, so we're going to transition straight into the second leg of this final of the FA Cup. Good convincing 4-0 win to start, and I will speak to you guys in a second. Okay guys, so welcome back to the second leg of the Rizikwan Guangzhou game. Today is an absolutely huge game for the club in terms of winning this FA Cup. We are playing with a weakened side. I've tried to promote a few youth players into the club. Unfortunately for me, a few more of my young players and youth players have gone to the under-18 squad for international duty for China. So my plan was originally to bring in some of the youth players from our youth team and play them in the first team, just really rotate the squad with the Champions League final coming up in just a few days. However, I can't do that simply for the fact that the better of my youth players are going on international duty too. So that's a little bit disappointing. And a little bit kind of disconcerting, I suppose. But hopefully we can just see this result out. Obviously, we got a very convincing 4-0 win at the start of a 4-0 win in the first leg. So really just hoping to carry on that form into this game. Hopefully not lose by 4. We are playing with a somewhat weakened squad. However, I still expect the guys to go out and get a result. And that's already a fantastic save by our keeper. Rizikwan are playing at home here. They're going to be playing with confidence. They're playing against a fairly inexperienced and depleted side in ours, simply because our players are away on international duty and we've only got a very small kind of depleted squad of 17 men. Hopefully we can hold out, however. Gao Lin is through on goal. That makes it 5-0. And I think the tournament is now ours for the taking. Away goals do come into this, so they are going to need 6 goals to win, which isn't going to happen. So I'm going to shout at the players to take a rest, and I really want us to kind of just, I guess, just relax now. We don't need to tire ourselves out chasing the ball and stuff. It's just a case of, I guess, standing back and not having to, I guess, push in for anything. So standing off, retain possession, just trying to chill out, really. I mean, they've just equalised in terms of this fixture, but they still need another 5 goals, which I can't see them getting. So really just a calm second half here needed by us. Just, keep control of the play, dictate the tempo. Don't feel as if we need to really rush the play as such. We are miles ahead in terms of the actual fixture itself. Nothing needed in terms of any spectacular performances. Just relax. The result will come. And we just need to conserve legs now for the Champions League, I guess, final. But anyway, looks like we're going to score again here with Gao Bin. That will make it 6-1 on aggregate. Really good goal for him. We are now home and dry. I'm going to make some subs in terms of bringing off players who we need for the final. Players like Jumin, Monrio, players who are going to be absolutely massive in our fixture at the weekend in just 3 days. Important that those guys who are a little bit old, aren't absolutely knackered for the Champions League final, because it's going to be an absolutely massive game for the players and the club. But anyway, we're well on top of this game. In terms of stats, we've not had it all of the ball, but we are winning on the day. Perhaps not warranted, but 6-1 on aggregate. Dominance in the first leg is really what's seen us here, I suppose. We've been really kind of, we've been very cool, composed, and taken the chances that came to us, especially in that first leg. We had 4 shots on target and all 4 of them went in. In terms of taking our chances, that was absolutely huge, and that is the reason why we are where we are here. This is looking like it's going to be the FA Cup win for the 2nd year in a row for me, winning the Chinese FA Cup. Of course, last year we won it with Beijing IT, so to win it this season is a good achievement nevertheless, with Guangzhou, who are a very good squad. Well in the money. Good to see us performing so well on the day here. Clock is ticking away. I don't think they're going to score 6 in the next 30 seconds. Stranger things have happened, but I think this would be pretty weird in the grand scheme of things if they were to pull this back. And final whistle goes. Fantastic win for the lads. It was almost done already from the first leg. Really good performance by the team all the way through, but now we have to keep our heads on. We've got a Champions League final to play. That will be in the next episode, for episode 32. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, please smash the like button. Really good win for us here, but it's going to be tough as we take on... Who are we taking on? We are taking on Balena Shizuoka in the Champions League final. If we beat them, of course, we can move on continents. If we lose to them, we're stuck in China for another year. Hopefully you guys stay tuned for that. And other than that, it's me, Jack, and I'm out. I'll talk to you guys in a bit.